Top 10 Worst Places to Travel in 2024. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super important for any traveler to know. We're talking about the top 10 worst places in the world to travel in 2024. We all deserve a safe and amazing travel experience, and to do that, we gotta be in the know about the places that might not be the best to visit right now. So, get ready to take notes because this information could literally save your next vacation. Kicking off our list at number 10 is North Korea. Now I know what you're thinking. Mr. Beast, North Korea, really? But hear me out. This isolated nation is shrouded in mystery, which I'll admit can be intriguing. The allure of the unknown can be quite captivating. And this is a huge but, tourism in North Korea is heavily restricted, like seriously restricted. We're talking about some of the strictest travel regulations in the world. You can't just roam free and soak in the culture. Every step you take is monitored. Nope, you'll be on a tightly controlled itinerary, accompanied by government-approved guides every step of the way. These guides ensure you see only what the government wants you to see. Imagine wanting to grab some street food, really experience the local flavors. Forget it. Street food is off limits for tourists. You're pretty much confined to government-approved restaurants and hotels. These places are designed to give you a very controlled experience, and don't even think about snapping pics of anything that catches your eye. Your camera will be closely watched. The North Korean government is extremely sensitive about what information gets out, so photography is heavily monitored and restricted. You can only take photos of approved sites. So, unless you're super into following rules and having your every move watched, I'd say maybe skip North Korea for now. It's a land of mystery, but also a land of many, many restrictions. Coming in at number 9 is Syria. This beautiful country has been ravaged by conflict for far too long, and while there have been some improvements, it's still considered too dangerous for casual travel. Imagine ancient cities, stunning mosques, and vibrant bazaars. That's what Syria was once known for. Sadly, much of that rich history and culture has been caught in the crossfire. Infrastructure has been devastated and the threat of violence lingers in many areas. Now, I'm all for exploring off-the-beaten-path destinations, but safety always comes first. And right now, traveling to Syria just carries too many risks. Hopefully, someday soon, peace will return to Syria, and it will once again become a must-see destination. At number 8, we have Afghanistan. This country, known for its rugged mountains and rich cultural heritage, has long been grappling with political instability. In recent years, the situation has become even more complex, making it extremely challenging, if not impossible, to travel there safely. Imagine a landlocked country with breathtaking landscapes, from soaring mountain ranges to vast deserts. That's Afghanistan. But beneath that raw beauty lies a reality that's too harsh to ignore. The political climate remains uncertain and security concerns are a major deterrent to tourism. Traveling responsibly means being mindful of the impact our visits have, and right now, traveling to Afghanistan wouldn't be responsible. My hope is that one day, Afghanistan will be a place where travelers can once again wander freely. Chapter 4. Somalia. Navigating Troubled Waters. Coming in at number 7 is Somalia, a nation with a complex and tumultuous history. This coastal nation in the Horn of Africa has faced its share of challenges, particularly with piracy and terrorism, which have plagued the region for years. While efforts have been made to combat these issues, the risks remain high, making it a no-go zone for most travelers. The danger is ever present and caution is paramount. Now picture this. Pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and a rich nomadic culture. That's Somalia's potential. It's a land of untapped beauty and cultural richness. But the reality is, danger lurks offshore and onshore, making it a risky destination. Security measures are in place, but they are not foolproof. Piracy, once rampant off the Somali coast, has decreased, but still poses a threat to maritime security. International efforts have helped, but the threat persists. Add to that the presence of extremist groups, and it becomes clear why Somalia remains off-limits for most travelers. The instability is a significant deterrent. It's heartbreaking to see a country with so much potential grappling with such difficulties. The resilience of its people is commendable, but the challenges are immense. Chapter 5. Venezuela, a paradise lost in crisis. At number 6, we have Venezuela. This South American country, once a popular tourist hotspot known for its natural beauty, has been grappling with a severe economic crisis that has had a devastating impact on its safety and stability. Imagine towering mountains, pristine beaches, and the world's highest waterfall. That's the Venezuela that once beckoned travelers from far and wide. But today, the country faces a different reality. The economic crisis has led to hyperinflation, food shortages, and a breakdown in essential services. Crime rates have soared, making it dangerous for both locals and visitors. Until the situation improves, it's best to avoid traveling to Venezuela. Chapter 6. Yemen, a nation in need, not a tourist destination. Coming in at the halfway mark at number 5 is Yemen. This ancient land, known for its unique architecture and rich history, is currently embroiled in a devastating conflict that has created a humanitarian crisis. Imagine soaring mountains, ancient cities, and a culture steeped in tradition. That's Yemen's heritage. But sadly, conflict has cast a long shadow over this beautiful country. The ongoing war has resulted in widespread displacement, hunger, and disease. Essential services have been decimated, and the security situation is extremely volatile. Traveling to Yemen right now would be incredibly risky and irresponsible. It's not a place for sightseeing or adventure. It's a place in desperate need of peace and humanitarian aid. Chapter 7, Iraq, Scars of War Run Deep. At number 4 we have Iraq. This cradle of civilization, home to ancient Mesopotamia and some of the world's most important archaeological sites, has been marred by conflict for far too long. Imagine walking through the ruins of Babylon, exploring ancient mosques and experiencing the warmth of Iraqi hospitality. That's the potential of Iraq. But the reality is, the country is still recovering from years of war and instability. The security situation remains fragile, with ongoing threats from extremist groups. While there have been some improvements, the risks are still too high for casual travel. As much as we long to witness Iraq's historical treasures firsthand, it's important to prioritize safety. Chapter 8, South Sudan, Struggling for a Future. Coming in at number 3 is South Sudan. The world's youngest nation, South Sudan has been ravaged by civil war and conflict since its independence in 2011. Imagine vast savannas teeming with wildlife, vibrant cultures, and the Nile River flowing through its heart. That's the potential of South Sudan. But tragically, conflict has crippled this young nation. The civil war has caused widespread displacement, hunger, and a lack of access to basic services. The infrastructure is weak, and the security situation remains highly volatile. The South Sudanese people deserve peace, stability, and the opportunity to rebuild their lives. Traveling to South Sudan right now is simply too dangerous. Chapter 9, Central African Republic, Trapped in a Cycle of Violence. At number 2, we have the Central African Republic. This landlocked nation in the heart of Africa has been plagued by political instability and violence for years. Imagine dense rainforests, diverse wildlife, and a rich cultural tapestry. That's the potential of the Central African Republic. But sadly, conflict has overshadowed its beauty. Armed groups control vast swaths of the country, and the security situation is extremely volatile. Violence against civilians is rampant, and humanitarian needs are dire. Traveling to the Central African Republic right now would be incredibly risky. Chapter 10, Libya, a nation adrift in uncertainty. And finally, our number 1 worst place to travel in 2024 is Libya. This North African nation, with its Mediterranean coastline and ancient Roman ruins, has been struggling to find stability since the 2011 uprising. Imagine sun-drenched beaches, ancient cities like Leptis Magna, and the vast Sahara Desert. That's Libya's potential. It could be a paradise for history buffs and adventure seekers alike. But the reality is, the country remains mired in conflict. The dream of a peaceful Libya seems distant. Rival factions vying for power, the presence of extremist groups, and a lack of central authority have made Libya incredibly dangerous for travelers. The political landscape is fragmented and chaotic. The security situation is highly volatile, and kidnappings and attacks on civilians are a real threat. The instability affects every aspect of life. Traveling to Libya right now is simply out of the question. The risks far outweigh any potential rewards. Let's hope that one day, peace will return to Libya, allowing it to reclaim its place as a safe and welcoming destination. The world waits for the day when Libya can shine again. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides. Let us know in the comments which place you think is the worst to travel to. Remember guys, the world is an amazing place with so much to offer, but it's also important to be aware of the risks and travel responsibly. Always research your destination thoroughly, check travel advisories, and prioritize your safety above all else. Until then, let's keep exploring responsibly and making the most of the incredible world around us.